And of course, the other half of the fans at this year's Fiesta Bowl were those wearing Cardinal red and white, the fans from Stanford University. We found a group of Stanford fans tailgating in the parking lot. Now, that might not sound unusual, except for these Stanford fans are part of a new tradition that involves a grill, a keg, and an old red van named Toby, which they drove here to Glendale. It looks like your typical tailgate party. Lots of food, drink, music, and footballs.
It's a really unusual mix.
The difference with this group is the red van.
So we got this bad boy on Craigslist for $2,500.
That bad boy would be Toby, the van.
We had this crazy idea a couple of years ago. A lot of Stanford alums have these huge RVs that they come and tailgate in, $100,000 bus-sized operations. And we kind of figured that's a little out of our price range, but a conversion van might not be.
The Fiesta Bowl is Toby the Van's second bowl game.
We love Toby the Van.
Yes.
It's amazing. We went in Miami. Did you tell
Yes,
them?
I just said we went to Miami.
The 1996 Ford E150 conversion has 97,000 miles. But to some of these folks, the most important thing it has is this: a real beer tap mounted to the side.
We do take the tap off for driving.
So who's behind the van?
So this is Ryan Martino and Brian Bird.
Well, there are a total of 4 partners. 3 traveled to Glendale. They are Stanford grads, class of 2003.
Well, you know, our parents spent a lot of money on a fancy education, and this is what they got out of it.
But actually, they've combined their backgrounds, software, hardware, mechanical engineering, and the restaurant industry, to create and manage Toby.
This is one of the highlights. The magic of the beer system is happening here. We got our keg connected to our CO2 canister, and in this cooler here we have an ice water bath with a stainless 125 feet of stainless steel tubing. So the beer is pumped through the ice water in the steel tubing, which chills it down so it comes out just ice cold from the tap every time.
You see the red wristbands? Everyone must RSVP to reserve their spot for each tailgate event.
It's a lot of work. It's definitely a lot of work, event planning for 100, 150 people. You should see our Costco bills and our BevMo bills.
The vehicle is named after Stanford's former star running back and current NFL player, Toby Gerhart.
Programs, guys. Who needs that program here?
Tons of other Stanford fans also celebrated at college football's biggest party just outside the stadium. Mike Packer traveled from the Los Angeles area along with his brother and nephews who came from Colorado.
My grandfather is a graduate from Stanford and was on staff at Stanford Hospital, and I have other family members who went there, plus my parents were married at Stanford Chapel. So it's kind of in the family, absolutely.
Making the trip to Glendale means special family time.
It's a great chance for us all to be together and enjoy the football game. Ow! Memories, absolutely. And to get beamed with a beanbag.
These Stanford fans live right near the university, and they also enjoyed Glendale.
This is a wonderful venue here, I tell you. This is where your pro team plays, right?
Yeah.
Cardinals. Yeah, this is sweet.
Yeah.
Very, very sweet. Especially downtown where all the shops are.
Yeah, did you go down
Yeah,
there?
that's great too.
And there was plenty of Cardinal red at a private alumni party with about 7,500 guests.
All the way through Texas.
Toby the Van's tailgate party is a little bit smaller, but becoming very popular.
Some people have suggested that we franchise out, you know, and expand the operation, but really we're just enjoying the ride right now. It's a tap on the side.
And speaking of ride, these guys have day jobs. So how does Toby get back home?
My role is driving the van back to the Bay Area after the game.
How did you get the honor of that job?
I guess by being the father is probably.
Yep, another great business strategy by the partners. They enlisted Roy Bird, the father of Brian, one of the partners. So now, Toby the Van has a second bowl game under its transmission belt, this time at the Fiesta Bowl in Glendale, Arizona.
People just kind of, you know, see this thing, they want to find out what it's about, so they come over and meet us, and we've got, you know, fans now across the country.